we know when this very first hit, the newest one, it's called the Omicron, right? It's called the Omni. I think that's how you pronounce it, the Omicron. Okay, Omarion is not having it, y'all. He is not having it. Now, I have to admit, I am one of the people. And I heard somebody else say it, right? I heard somebody else who was referring to the Omicron as Omarion. And I thought it was funny. You know, I didn't really think about Omarion and how he might feel about it or how it might affect him. And then as time went on and everybody else calling it the Omarion, it's like, okay, well, it might not bother him that too much because as far as I know, he hasn't said anything. He hasn't made any public statements. But obviously it is bothering. It is bothering Omarion, you know, the R&B singer, actor, Omarion. Now, what he is saying, Omarion has heard all the jokes comparing his name to Omicron, or Omicron, or however it's said. The new variant that has been sweeping the nation, sweeping the world, that led to a new surge in CBD-19 cases is called the Omicron. I still be saying it wrong. That's why people be calling it the Omarion, because that's easier to say than Omicron or Omnicron or whatever. But he says on New Year's Day, 7 days ago, he made a TikTok video addressing the joke. And he said, I am an artist, not a variant. My name isn't, he said, I'm not a variant. So he said the jokes, he said they need to stop. He also added that you don't need a negative test to dance to his music. He was trying to be funny about it, right? He said you don't need to isolate yourself after you meet him. You know, because people is referring to him as a variant. He's like, I'm an artist. I'm not a variant. You don't need to go get tested. You don't need to get admitted. You don't need to take no medicine after meeting me. You don't need a negative test after meeting me to dance or listen to my music.
Hi, everybody. This is Omarion. I am an artist, not a variant. So please be aware, if you just so happen to run into me on the street, you don't have to isolate for 5 days, nor do you have to have a negative test result in order to dance to my music. So please, be safe, be healthy. Happy New Year.
So I thought that was a little funny. He's like, okay, I get it. Ha ha, kiki. You know, it was fun while it lasted, but he does not want people to continue referring to the variant by his name. And I'm going to try to stop. He did make jokes about it. I don't think he's really as offended as, you know, some people might think. I think he's just trying to be funny about it. It's on a light note right now, I think, for him. You know, it is bringing a lot of attention to him. Per se, I don't know if people's going to run out and listen to his music or run out and, you know, watch some of the movies that he was in, you know, before in the past or anything like that. But it is still bringing him attention. But I guess he's like, hey, you know what? I don't want this compared to me. I don't want, you know, people for the next 10, however long this variant or the CBD-19 lasts. He don't want people continually referring to this spinoff of CBD-19 as Omarion. But for those of y'all who might need to know, if you think you might be sick with the Omicron, please go get tested. There's a lot of test centers around the country, around the nation. We've been tested. People in my family have been getting tested. Some of them has had it. Some of them don't. There is somebody on YouTube. I'm not going to say their name, but there is a YouTuber the other day who was showing symptoms of the CBD-19, and they were trying to find a place where they can get a test. If you think that you have come in contact with somebody who has CBD-19, or if you're having some symptoms of yourself, and some of the symptoms, of course, are headaches, runny nose, fatigue, sneezing, sore throat, a persistent cough, chills, shivers, fever, dizziness, brain fog. Your smell, you can't smell. You can't smell your food. You can't smell the roses. You can't smell anything. Eye soreness, unusual muscle pains. You can't eat. Loss of smell. Again, loss of smell. Chest pains, swollen glands, and a feeling down. They said even if you're feeling down, and when they say feeling down, I believe that just means if you're not feeling down and out, like sad or depressed, but just feeling under the weather. So if you are exemplifying any of those symptoms, or if they're really serious, being ongoing for days, weeks, please go get tested.